Thank you, Lord. All the glory. We give you honor. We give you all the glory. We give you honor. We give you all the glory. We give you honor. We give you all the glory.
Against the justices, Federal High Court, Monteshon gave the judgment, Abdul Malik gave judgment. Look, having not have any appropriation, you cannot expend money. Petition. And that's what we see in this country. When you say something, people will begin to carry blackmail and will fall trap to that. So for me, it is happiness for Rivers people. It's happiness for Nigerians that yes, that person says this impunity must stop. Enough is enough. We can't continue with this. You are aware when the issue of local government came up, a governor elected who had taken oath to abide by the constitution came out to say that is a corrupt judgment, castigating the judiciary. But thank God, today the Apex Court has said it all. Go back. You have no budget. Central Bank, Accountant General, you cannot continue to release money when there's no government until you present your budget to the appropriate assembly, which is the 27 members. No money should be released. You refuse to follow the Electoral Act in terms of conducting local government election. What was the issue? INEC don't relieve what there is. If you don't comply, we then call give another. You said no, you will not obey. And I just were clapping. People like Atiku are hailing him that yes, you've done well. I hope they will also hail him today. I hope the chairman of government, PDP Government Forum, will also hail him today. Because if you don't, if Supreme Court has come out to say enough is enough, we must not truncate our democracy. If you have allowed this, one day, one member will constitute an assembly. And that's all you can do. One member. You can imagine 10 people. One said the speaker. So two people are allowed was. I mean, it's unheard of. So it has not to do with a weekend. We must commend the judiciary for being bold, for being firm, to say no, this should not be allowed. This impunity must not be allowed. I've told people that Rivers State is not like any other state. We are not prisoners of war. We are not conquered. We must challenge anything we know that's illegal. We will not allow it. Anything, it's not, you can do that in any other state. But as far as Rivers State is concerned, we will not allow it. It doesn't matter what time it takes us. Yes. Look at how the assembly since their salaries, allowances for how many years now? Because they are carrying out their function. So for us, not just happy, we're happy that the right thing has been done. All we have, we say, look, nobody should go into violence, no fighting. Allow the law to take its course. I know that the law will take its course, but when? But when? For thank God, they say they defected. Supreme Court said, no, it's not correct. Where's the defection? It's not correct. Hiring 40 advocates is not the issue. And I commend our legal team. I commend Chief Ola Olanitobo. I commend Chief J.B. Dawudu, Jamanse, SN, Ferdinand Tobi, Onocha, SN, S.T. Horn, Musa, for being committed, not money, committed to the job. Lawyers who know, not television lawyers, not channel television lawyers, who will finish from court, the next time they will go to the channel to begin to pontificate. Today, the Supreme Court has silenced them. Pontificate in court, not in the television. So I commend our lawyers for a job well done. Consequences of that, you're talking about anarchy. How dare you say, yeah, you can disobey?
Of Rivers State, where they asked that the budget be represented to the Amawule faction of the State Assembly.
And voided the recent local government election conduct.
There is nothing like Amawule faction. What the Supreme Court said, the budget should be presented to the properly constituted assembly, which is the authentic leadership of the assembly led by Martin Chike Amewule. But first of all, let's give God the glory, let's give God the honor that today, being the 28th of February 2025, God has able to do it all for everybody, for the interest of the people of the state. I have always said that the will of justice is rubbish, but it will come when it will come. More than 50 months, 60 months, this matter has been made to rest by the highest court of the land. The only thing that can happen now is for anybody to God, with an opportunity for you to appeal to God. Supreme Court has made it very clear that you cannot have a democracy without a legislature. The Supreme Court has made it clear, cannot say that the government without a legislature. It is unheard of where anybody will say 3 people will constitute an assembly to make law for the entire state. It's unheard of. It has nothing to do with an individual, whether you like this person's face or not. But it is what is important that can 3 people make law for a state? Not to talk about appropriation. The Federal High Court said, you can't do this. You cannot do it, and therefore, set aside everything they've done. 3 people who screen commissioners, 3 people, all kinds of things. A governor will go and bring down the House of Legislature and will do as if nothing has happened. The arm of God.
Good afternoon, my people. Welcome to Local Matter. Another breaking news don't do like this. So the former governor of Rivers State, Wike, don't come out, don't mock Fubara. Even to me they impeach Fubara in respect of the judgment from the Supreme Court. But according to my own point of view, I see this judgment as one of the worst judgments that Supreme Court has ever made in this country. The same Supreme Court that amended the constitution that if anybody decamp from one party to another party, the seat of that person should be declared vacant. The same court is now telling Pro Wike to perform their duty legally under the same party that they decamp from. What did we call this judgment? I can see that this Supreme Court is being manipulated, suppressed, oppressed, and controlled by presidency. They make no decision on their own unless presidency asks them to do so. Make I not talk too much. Now, I'm gonna watch this video. I'm gonna hear everything this guy be talk for inside this video. And if today be the first time when they come across this channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that whenever we drop another video, now you will be the first person we go see.
The wheel of governance will continue to run in Rivers State, and Governor Fubara, the executive governor of Rivers State, will continue to drive that wheel of governance in Rivers State. These cases originated even before these people cross-carpeted on where the budget should be presented, which led them to the issue of getting a judgment that said allocation of the state should be freezed in enforcement of that particular judgment. This issue and development today has not decided the ongoing and pending matter on the legitimacy or legality of that illegal decampment by those sacked Wike lawmakers, which is currently, as I speak now, ongoing at the Court of Appeal. Because there's one issue that have not been resolved, that these people left the People's Democratic Party to the Action or Progressive Congress APC with the belief that they will get support to illegally impeach the governor. But when that did not work, they kept on running from one court to another. So all they are trying to do is to find the legitimacy to claim that they are lawmakers. That's why they keep running from one place to another. So that is why that matter have not been decided. It was not even decided by the Supreme Court. That matter is the Court of Appeal. So yes, Supreme Court has delivered a judgment today. We will study it and understand how they arrive at those conclusions and what were the declaration. But one thing I want to say is that the opposition coalition is categorically saying and clearly saying that wheel of governance will continue to run. Because their intention is to block governance, to create anarchy, to create commotion and confusion in Rivers State. But governance will continue to run and will continue to fight and battle over this matter until the Supreme Court decides on the legitimacy of that cross-carpeting from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress APC. When that is decided, then we'll now know the next line of action. There is nothing these pro-Wike people can do that will dampen the morale of Governor Fubara, that will dampen the morale of the opposition coalition. There is nothing. We are fighting for constitutionalism. We are fighting in defense of democracy. You think you go and starve people of Rivers State their statutory allocation, which is a federation share that is constitutional, so that there will be crisis, hospitals will have no drugs, people will be dying on the streets. That will not happen. That will not happen. Governor Fubara is a political tactician and a Democrat to the core, and I can tell you that the wheel of governance will continue to run. We will surprise them. Things will continue to run effectively and efficiently. And that issue, that our belief and our conviction that there are no lawmakers, that there are no longer lawmakers, succeed and will continue to run until such a time that appeal court case that is ongoing now decides whether they did the right thing by cross-carpeting or not. Because it was that issue, that legitimacy battle, that led to the issue of what is left of that House of Assembly presided. It was a fate that they foisted on us by not allowing the by-election to hold. And that is why we're still at the appeal court. And until such a time we finish in the appeal court and go to the Supreme Court, that is when this matter one can say that this matter have been conclusively laid to rest. These are not the issues that we have decided today. They can go to the public and say whatever they like, but all I can tell them is that the wheel of governance will continue to run.